Welcome to week 7. This week is about putting all our components together and seeing how you actually build a computer. So we're talking about a desktop computer. So the learning intention this week to know the main components in a desktop computer and how they link together. So we're going to look at the computer itself, the motherboard, look at the computer components. You've been using some of these in earlier weeks, how they all link together, and then to create your own desktop PC using an application on your iPads. So some academic language, magnetic, optical, solid state, storage, secondary, RAM, motherboard, and CPU. All keywords which you have been exposed to in the last few weeks. So let's look at this week's content. How do you build a desktop computer? Click the link to watch a computer being built and the components used. How does it all interact? This video is also included on the Firefly page. A recap on components needed. Here is the motherboard. This board is the base of all digital devices, from phones, laptops, desktop computers, TVs. All of these digital devices require a motherboard. The motherboard allows you to attach things and to link them together so that they all work in harmony. Over here is our CPU, our central processing unit. These can take a variety of shapes and forms, but they fit into the motherboard. Over here is our graphics card. Graphics cards allow a computer to process graphical objects. Down here is our RAM, so our primary storage, so random access memory. This again fits into the motherboard. This is where all currently running programs are stored. RAM is volatile, which means that if it loses power, all the data is lost. Here is our cooling fan. Now, many components in modern computers use lots of cooling fans. This allows you to cool all the components and make sure that they remain cool. The higher the temperature of computer components, the more resistance electricity has in our computers. This makes them slower. Therefore, cooling is very important. Here is an example of a hard disk. This is a secondary storage device. This allows data to be stored permanently when required. This is non-volatile storage. When the power is switched off, the data remains. And last but not least, our computer case keeps all of our components safe for when we're moving them and protects them from the environment to make sure your computer stays healthy. Your task this week is to put together your own desktop computer using the main components required. Use the iPad app PC Building Sim in the IT folder. Remember, it can be a little fiddly, but please persevere to put all the components together. As you build your PC, please screen clip all parts as you build it, or you could create a screen recording of you building the computer. Your task this week is to produce a diagram or a video of you creating and putting together the components of a desktop computer. For a diagram, all components must be labelled. For a video, you have to be describing them using audio. The choice is yours this week, whether you keep it simple on pen and paper or a Canva poster, or whether you create a video with audio to describe the components. Once this is finished, there is a mini quiz to check your understanding over the past 3 weeks about input-output devices, CPUs, primary storage, secondary storage, and today's putting it together. Thank you for watching.